pick up the slap.
McCune picked his pocket on that, got his hand in there, slapped it away, and controlled it.
And number 10, Robbie Walters, getting a little payback there as he draws his first personal foul. Okay, I lied. Our ace statistician has pointed out it is, in fact, 4-0. That's the first broadcasting mistake of 92. It only took a minute and a half.
Stick around, Gene.
Shell with the rebound, puts it back in. It's 6-0. Walters to Martin on the left side. Pike doing a good job fronting the big man Edmondson down low. And then the guards, defensive guards out front, are collapsing back on him as well. So right now the strategy paying off as San Luis not able to get a basket so far, even though they've had a couple of easy shots at it. Shell loses the ball to number 12, Benji Valenzuela, and the Tigers again on the attack. That's Valenzuela from three-point range. I watched him during warm-ups, and he can shoot that.
Yeah, that one was in and out.
Williams with the rebound. McCune brings it across the timeline, and Cabrillo sets up. Man-to-man defense being played by San Luis Obispo Tigers. Shell, Pike working against the big man Edmondson, and Edmondson pushing him all over the court and gets whistled for it. That's what you call a belly check.
That was a nice move by Andy Pike. Give him a little head fake, took it inside, split the lane, got the shot off, got fouled.
It's timeout on the court with exactly 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. It's Cabrillo 6 and the San Luis Obispo Tigers nothing. And Dan, it's really odd here that a team that has had the success the Tigers have had in the early basketball season have yet to put one through the hole.
Cabrillo's playing real tough defense so far. They've got a couple steals. They're, like you mentioned earlier, Pike's fronting the big guy down inside. They can't get it to him. And the guards are really applying the pressure. Cabrillo's out-rebounded San Luis 5-0. And lead 6-0 at this point.
One thing that I think I noticed early on, and we'll keep an eye on, and that is the last ball game that we broadcast here at Cabrillo High School, we saw Cabrillo come out in the first and second quarter and play very frantically with extremely high energy, and we saw them then just fade and be overtaken by the Santa Maria Saints. And what I think I see here tonight is a little bit more in control. It's a lot less frenetic, and perhaps that'll pay off with a little more energy remaining in the second half.
Exactly. We saw a lot of players holding their shorts bent over in the second half of just about a month ago. So hopefully they got those legs and can continue as they're playing right now.
Andy Pike, number 24 at the line. Pike to shoot 2. Gets the back of the rim on the first. The score remains 6-0. San Luis Obispo yet to score in this contest. Pike gets his third point of the ball game, and it's Cabrillo 7, San Luis Obispo nothing. Cabrillo with a man-to-man defense. Number 21 in the lane, Sean Martin, and he's fouled as he goes up for the shot. He had a nice little shot from about 10 feet. Foul is on Jared McCune. His first personal. That sends number 21, Sean Martin, 6'3" senior, to the line. The officials for tonight's ball game, the referee is Mel Gadsden, and the umpire Larry Scanlon. San Luis Obispo on the board with 2 free throws here with 4 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's 7-2 Conquistadors. Carlton Roberts having real trouble controlling the ball, trying to get it stopped. McCune, Shell just ripped by number 21 Martin, no whistle. He took lesser shots than that in football. Rogers, Pike over the screen by Shell, and Andy Pike with his 5th point. 5 out of 9. That's just about 55% of the scoring here in the first quarter. Martin looking for the cutter. Number 22, Scott Youngling with the ball. Tries to get it inside to Edmondson. Does finally. Who are we going to... And he jumps up and down a few times. Paul Edmondson, 6'6" junior, has had real troubles. Pike has really given him fits down low.
Pike's shut him down so far, and on the other end, Pike's having his way with him.
Pike and Edmondson working against each other on the baseline. Williams. Pike with a hot hand. Looks like he's going to pass. I really believe he wanted to dump that off to Shell. Caught himself kind of in between. Quick lead pass down. Youngling can't get it to fall, and McCune with the rebound. So the Tigers just snake bitten underneath. Edmondson missed a easy lay-in underneath, and now Youngling.
They can't get anything to fall. That was we missed a layup there, and it was a nice rebound by Jared McCune.
They have a holding foul being called against number 35, Paul Edmondson. His third personal foul here in the first quarter. And that was just trying to keep Pike from making a big cut down the lane. Shell. 2 points for Dale Shell. Shell that time just got up over the top of number 21, Martin, and put the nice soft shot in the hole. It's 11-2, Cabrillo. Youngling. Now another foul inside, and a blocking foul being called against number 10, Robbie Walters. So the referee's taking no incidental contact.
Playing it tight. He tried to set a tough pick there and got caught at it.
And the defense caused the turnover. Number 12, Valenzuela, the architect of the turnover, and then they in turn get a little out of control and can't bring it to anything good. Full court pressure now by the Tigers. Carlton Williams working against Youngling, gets it across the timeline, or Carlton. Trying to dump the ball inside to Pike, and it's slapped out of bounds by Ron Short, number 40. Short is a senior, 6 foot tall, comes in to take over the chores for their big man, Edmondson, who just has no luck at all here in the first quarter.
I think Short's got his hands full trying to cover Andy Pike.
Rogers got up in the air, forgot the one basic rule: if you go up, you must come down, and then didn't know what to do with the ball.
Got caught in between. Still got off a decent shot, though.
Martin from 18 can't get it down. Shell with a strong rebound, and there's a good hustle play by number 40 off the bench, Ron Short, as Shell kind of took his time looking for somebody to throw the ball to, and Short tied him up, and the possession arrow points the way of the Tigers. So it'll be out of bounds, San Luis Obispo. Valenzuela, three-point range, off the front of the rim, and we have a foul being called against number 40, Ron Short, for pushing off underneath. So this is incredible officiating turnaround from even a month ago.
You like to see the nice tight games by the officials, keep things in control, and they're doing a good job of it so far.
Allows the kids to play basketball. Cabrillo trying to run the ball a little bit more here. Rogers one more time up in the air and didn't know what he was going to do after he got there. And what he ended up doing was running over Sean Martin, number 21. So Rogers draws a personal foul, turns the ball over. It's 11-2. We've had about a minute and a half of the doldrums here.
A little out of control there for AJ.
Martin on the left side working against Williams. That's Valenzuela against Rogers. Short loses the ball. It's out of bounds off the knee of Jared McCune. Now, that was a nice move that time by Valenzuela, dishing that ball in. He drew the defense to him and then hit the open man.
Beautiful pass. Mr. Short just couldn't get it up.
Inbounds to Ron Short, slapped out of bounds by Dale Shell, the big man inside. Shell, 6'5", 190 pounds. It's quite a force in there. Martin walked about a mile and a half, gets caught at it, and it'll be a turnover. The Cabrillo Conquistadors out of bounds in front of their own home team crowd.
Unfortunately, he did that right in front of the official.
There are two places you can do things, good places and bad places.
Exactly.
Pike looking inside to Shell. Shell, a nice strong move up around the rim, just rolls it over and draws a foul from number 21, Sean Martin. And Martin came down on the side of his foot. He's turned an ankle, and they're getting him out of there right away. And in the ball game is number 3, Rich Ungehauer. And back into the ball game, number 35, Paul Edmondson. So on the court now for San Luis Obispo is number 22, Scott Youngling, number 3, Ungehauer, number 35, Edmondson, number 10, Walters, and number 12, Valenzuela. No substitutions thus far for the Conquistadors. Shell can't get the free throw. Williams is whistled for the foul over the back on the rebound.
And that play earlier, that was one of the nicest power moves I've seen so far this year. Very nice play by Dale Shell. Took it up strong, had his man on his hip, and just went right into the basket.
Walters to Youngling. Youngling against Pike, and Pike caused that to slam off the glass. Rebound by Williams. Rogers brings it down. Great pass. Shell got a little close. Shell caught the pass and was going to run for another 10 yards. The old habits die hard, don't they?
Looking for the pay dirt.
Youngling working against Shell. Ungehauer. Walters can't get it down. Strong rebound by Edmonds. Blocked by Shell. Edmonds again can't get it down. Youngling. Edmonds with the ball. 3-second call. Maybe. Every time the shot goes up, the clock starts again, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a tough call there. I think Chris Brooks made the call that time.
It was an awful quick three seconds. Rogers bringing it across the timeline. If one thing that Cabrillo really lacks is a really secure ball handler out front. Williams, strong move to the basket, off the glass, gets the 2. Nice strong move that time by Carlton Williams.
Beautiful baseline move, had a body down the ground, no call, no harm, no foul.
It's 15-2, 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Valenzuela from 3. You know, he's got a shot a lot like Robin Ventura when he was playing for Righetti. He just catches the ball and puts it in the air. Strong off the glass, works as a pass to Dale Shell, and Dale Shell with 2 more. Shell started slow, has come on strong here in the waning minutes of the first quarter.
That's Shell's 4th bucket. He's heating up.
17-2. Youngling. High bounce. Williams with another strong rebound. He was high that time. Carlton Williams with a nice effort. Pike with a reverse layup. Can't get it off the glass, and time expires before Rogers can put it back up. So at the end of the first 8 minutes of basketball here at Cabrillo, it's Cabrillo Conquistadors 17 and the San Luis Obispo Tigers two free throws, and that's the extent of their scoring. We'll be back with more basketball action here at Cabrillo High School after this.
Second quarter, Cabrillo versus San Luis Obispo in the Conquistador gym, where Cabrillo's jumped out to a 17-2 lead. San Luis Obispo having a hard time finding the basket. I'm with Gene Lynch, and Gene, it's all yours.
McCune inbounds to Dickashawn Rogers. And we're underway here in the second 8 minutes. A nice cut that time by Jared McCune. And I believe that foul is going to go against number 35, Paul Edmondson, the big man inside. And if that's the case, and it is the case, that's disastrous for the Tigers if they intend to compete against Shell and Pike underneath. They have him 3. We have him 4. Official scorekeeper says 3 personal fouls on Edmondson. But even at that, this is too early for 3. Shell with a strong move and a soft touch, and it converts to 2 more. It's 19-2. Walters at the free lane to the basket, wide open. Doesn't get the basket, does draw the foul from number 24, Andy Pike. But again, San Luis Obispo, I was going to say a little bit tentative, but they're not a little bit tentative down by the basket. They're scared to death.
They're going in strong, but once they see the big guys, they're just laying it up short. Every shot's been short.
So Andy Pike coming on stronger and stronger as he gets his basketball muscles in tone. And at the line, number 21 is Sean Martin. Martin throws the free throw in, makes it 19-3. 19-4 as Martin has all of the San Luis Obispo points, and they've all come from the free throw line.
Seeing a little bit of pressure now applied by San Luis Obispo. Cabrillo breaking it fairly easy.
This is maybe not a bad move on the part of the Tiger defense, since Cabrillo hasn't really shown them a strong ball handler out front. But you can see there, McCune to Pike, back to McCune on a nice cut down the paint. and it converts to 2, 21-4. Martin inside, Youngling. Youngling bounced pretty good from behind by number 13, Dale Shell, and that causes him to put a brick up to the glass.
From behind, Dale Shell. Looks like he got him with the body.
Dale Shell's first personal foul here in the first half. Cabrillo in the bonus. Shell now going to get a chance to sit down. Coach Brooks has put in number 31, Brian Weber. Weber, a 6'2" senior and standout water polo player for the Cabrillo Conquistadors. Weber hasn't shown himself to be a strong scorer, but he has shown himself to be a real stalwart underneath and somebody you can depend on to maintain the pressure on D.
Very important you have a mixture of that on your team. The guys will get underneath the basket and scrap for the loose balls, go for the rebounds, play tough defense.
Youngling makes it 21-5. The Cabrillo Conquistadors lead. Misses the second, and Pike with a great rebound over the top of number 32, Nate Eklund, who is in the ballgame for the Tigers. Rogers again gets up in the air, caught between, and turns it over. And the black shirts come the other way. Ungehauer underneath, and he's stuffed up pretty good. We'll see who they call the foul on. They call it on number 31 for Cabrillo, Brian Weber. And that's what we're talking about, that defensive presence. Weber draws his first personal foul. And that's going to make those folks think that they come underneath there. They tested him a little bit. They found out what he's got. Ungehauer at the line gets his first point of the ball game, and it's 21-6. And if I'm not mistaken, that every point for San Luis is on the line. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. 21-6 with 6 minutes, 56 seconds remaining here in the first half, as Cabrillo now going to give some of their starters a rest into the ball game. Number 30, Al Greenberry, giving number 11, Jared McCune, a chance to rest. Greenberry had a great break. He had a couple of super ball games in those tournaments down south off the bench. Greenberry, a senior, 6 foot tall, holds the county high jump record, 6'11". He can sky. Pike from about 20. Can't get it, and Valenzuela brings it down. Eklund for San Luis. Valenzuela from three-point, not even close. Martin with the rebound. And San Luis still just can't get it to fall down low. That's about the 7th they've missed. And Carl Williams going to be called for a foul from behind. That's one of several that probably could have been called underneath there.
San Luis still having a hard time buying a basket, but they continue to drive it inside.
Well, San Luis now putting more pressure to the baseline. They're really bringing the offense to the defense, and I think they kind of stood off and hoped that they could kind of finesse the Cabrillo D early on in the first quarter, and now they're just taking it to them with a little more enthusiasm. Edmondson at the line for San Luis misses the first. It's 21-7. 21-8, a 13-point lead for the Conquistadors. Rogers working against Valenzuela. Pike. Now to the next dead ball. Dale Shelby back into the ball game for Cabrillo. Greenberry out front working against second clock. Finally gets it away to Pike. Weber. Williams. Williams with an off-balance shot, gets his own rebound, can't get the rebound to fall. Pike finally rolls it over the front rim, and it's 23-8. 15-point lead by the Conquistadors. So Williams that time getting a little out of control.
Cabrillo seems to have a big advantage and know it on the boards. They're trying to just jump over San Luis Obispo, and so far it's working for them.
Ungehauer off the top of the backboard, can't get it to fall. And that time, number 32, Nate Eklund, gets the rebound, puts it back off the glass, is fouled, gets the first field goal for the San Luis Obispo Tigers, and he'll go to the line to shoot one. Carl Williams going to sit down for a rest as Shell re-enters. So a little bit more offensive pressure has caused Cabrillo defense to break down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, San Luis Obispo the last 3 times down the court have dominated the offensive boards.
They're working hard. Cabrillo's still not giving in, though. Making them work for it.
Eklund makes it a 3-point play, and it's 23-11. With 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first half, 12-point lead by the Conquistadors. Steal by Valenzuela. That's 4-on-3. Martin, strong against Pike, can't get it down. Pike with the rebound. So San Luis just can't hit anything inside 10 feet.
And that's where the majority of their shots are coming from. I think Valenzuela's the only player taking any outside shots. The rest are driving it in.
Shell against Martin. Short. And rebounded by number 10, Robbie Walters. Walters all by himself. Dishes back. Greenberry with some good heads-up D. Avoids the easy layup, or prevents the easy layup. And no points come out of it, and we go the other way. Rogers again bringing the ball down for Cabrillo, trying to make it happen. And it's getting a little sloppy now.
Getting a little sloppy. Someone needs to just slow it down, take control, set it up.
Walters to Martin. Eklund can't get it to fall, and Shell is fouled on the rebound by number 32, Nate Eklund. I was noticing number 10 for San Luis Obispo, Robbie Walters, got whistled early in the first quarter for an over-aggressive pick. He's setting the very same kind of pick the rest of the ball game and has not received another whistle.
Got away with it. Got caught once, and it looks like he's going to continue to try. No.
23-11, 4:22 remaining in the first half as Dale Shell goes to the free throw line for Cabrillo. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Both teams now in the bonus. Shell can't get the first one. Weber with the strong rebound. Gets the ball outside. Doug Ball. And Brian Weber takes a swipe at the ball and only gets the head of number 32, Eklund. We should note into the ball game for the Cabrillo Conquistadors is number 25, Doug Ball. He's a junior, 6 foot 5 inch. Ball is going to be an integral part of this basketball team as he gets a lot of his strength that he needs to play at the varsity level and a lot of experience.
At 6'5", 180 pounds, he should be a major contributor.
Scott Youngling on the line, throws in the free throw, makes it 23-12. So the Cabrillo lead, which at one point was 15, is now cut to 11. Edmondson leaves the ball game, and in is number 32, Nate Eklund. Eklund, the junior, 6 foot 2 inch, 185 pounder. Youngling gets them both. And the lead now, look at the hustle. Look at the hustle on the part of number 10, Walters. Greenberry brings it down on the break, stops, pumps from 12, can't get it down. The ball jumped just a little too soon for that rebound, and finally is controlled by San Luis Obispo. So Cabrillo now abandoning their ball control game of the first quarter and gambling here on defense in the second quarter, and their lead has been cut to 10. Shell to Rogers. Rogers takes the baseline and throws in 2. It's Cabrillo's first points in a long time, the 4th by Dickashawn Rogers.
Rogers got that basket on pure quickness. Saw an opening on the baseline, snuck through there, got an easy layup. Broke the ice, been a little scoring drought there.
3:20 remaining in the half. It's 25-13, 12-point Cabrillo lead. Valenzuela on the right side. To Martin, wide open at the corner of the key, and he's got it. You can't give a shooter that kind of time.
That looked like a design play for Martin. And it was a nice shot right at the free throw line.
Shell to McCune. Rogers got the lane, dumps off the ball, and Ball, a little undecided, made the right move, and I don't think anybody's going to talk to him about taking steps on that play. He made the right move all the way.
Close, it was close there. The referee could have actually let that one go by. I don't think anyone would have missed it, but made the call.
The thing that made the play is the ball looked for the pass first instead of the basket. Had he looked to the basket first, he would have seen it. No problem, would have been easy too. He's going to be a ball player. McCune with a steal. And number 12, Benji Valenzuela, the 5'9" senior, a little bit upset about having lost that ball. Kind of gave a payback there.
Lost the ball.